This unit will prepare you for the Ignite speeches. The Ignite speech is a presentation where the speaker gives a speech on a particular topic of their choosing. The speaker has 20 auto-advancing slides and has 15 seconds to speak per each slide. In an effective Ignite speech, the visual elements work together with the verbal speech to advance the central ideas of the rhetorician. In this unit, we will be going over graphicacy, color, composition, typography, adherence to digital standards. Logos, ethos, pathos are rhetorical foundations, and in this unit, we will learn about how graphicacy becomes the interface, the representation of your logos, ethos, and pathos. Ethos establishes your credibility. Professor Losh has lectured that bad graphic design weakens ethos and undermines the rhetorical position of the person delivering a message. Let's take a look at some slides of a scientific presentation to interrogate this idea. This is a slide from the CERN presentation. CERN is the European Organization for Nuclear Research. They are, as you can gather from their name, a prestigious scientific organization involved in cutting-edge nuclear research. In the PowerPoint presentation, CERN was announcing the discovery of a new particle consistent with Higgs boson. For those of you in the sciences, you know that this was a big deal. Those of you not in the sciences, doesn't it sound like a big deal? However, though the information on the slides was incredibly groundbreaking, accurate, and important, their usage of Comic Sans throughout their presentation was questioned by the audience and the internet at large. In fact, this presentation has become a noted gaffe. The bad design gained notoriety, while the occasion for the presentation has become mostly forgotten. Ethos establishes credibility, and graphic design becomes the interface in establishing this credibility. Why is Comic Sans not okay, you might ask? Well, Comic Sans is viewed as an unprofessional, comical type. It has never been used in government documents, corporate branding, or signage. It is not a type that carries with it the credibility, and in the case of the CERN presentation, can undermine the speaker and organization's ethos. Logos is your argument. The design choices that you make should reflect the clarity and order of the argument. For example, take a look at the slide. Based on the way that it appears, it is difficult to gather information, let alone the argument that it wishes to present. Design choices reflect the logos of your rhetoric. Lastly, pathos. Design decisions should consider your intended audience. There should be respect for your audience and their expectations, and the images, type, and composition that you decide on should be based on how these elements will create a connection with your audience. Don Norman, author of Emotional Design, has argued that bad graphic design can alienate your audience emotionally. Check out Professor Norman's video among our course materials from the California Institute for Telecommunications and Information Technologies, also known as CALIT2. Norman discusses the ways in which design carries with it an affective appeal for the user, and how important it is for designers to be mindful of this.